The new co-op game mode is everything players asked for, and more. There's something incredibly reassuring about a developer that takes highly requested features and implements them almost instantaneously. And when it comes to that implementation, it's absolutely flawless. While we haven't had the opportunity to challenge every single boss and stage in the new co-op event, Fairy Tail's finale, from the limited experiences we've had thus far, this game mode has addressed a lot of the issues with pacing and difficulty present in the past co-op event. It's safe to say that it's nothing short of amazing. This new game mode combines, quite possibly, the greatest aspects of Wuthering Waves, with its fast-paced boss battles, unique echo skills, and perhaps most important of all, the game's brilliant co-op system. From the blistering button mashing as you try to break a boss's stagger bar, to the frantic dodging as the last man standing while you wait for the team to respawn, this game mode is one of the most adrenaline-fueled fun fests currently in the game. Partly because the boss fights are actually hard, but also because you got two other people watching. Multiplayer games are some of the most popular in the world for a reason. It's one of the best, if not the best game mode that Kuro has released. Today we'll be diving into why this is the case, breaking down the fantastic overall design of the new co-op mode, where its new additions, particularly on the echo side, bring an incredible amount of variety to combat, and how it has so much potential in the future of Wuthering Waves moving forward. This is co-op done right, and it's done so well that I expect many players, myself included, will ask for its implementation as a permanent game mode. It's really just that good. But while we're on the topic of multiplayer content, now's the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. Start playing RP Grand on any smartphone in a couple minutes for free. This map will amaze you with its scale. Everyone here does whatever they want. But first, you need to create your character. Become a gangster, or a policeman, a businessman, or a bus driver. Be whoever you want, and always be in style by buying trendy clothes and accessories. Combine them, and be the coolest person in the city. Wow! Cool house! It's time to buy it. Create a family and develop it together, making a lot of money and spending it on fun. I already play here and created my own family. Just open up your phone, open family, reunite with a family, and type in my family name in the search. I'm already up to level 15, and this game never ceases to amaze me. Make sure to enter my promo code that you see on the screen to get a little gift, a special for my subscribers. See you at RP Grand. Heading on back to WuWa, players can begin the new event by simply having a chat with Dorothy in the Whining Aches' Mire. After that, the first few stages are unlocked, with a big emphasis on the word stages. Fairy Tail's finale took criticism from the past co-op event to heart, launching with 2 different difficulty modes for every single stage. The first set of stages are the easier ones, with lower leveled bosses, less damaging attacks, and less variety in the boss's movesets. These stages aren't much of a challenge, especially with the help of 2 other people. These are also the only stages that count towards your reward points, which can be redeemed for fantastic rewards like Astrite, experience materials, and of course, a ton of echoes. These stages are time-gated, and as a result, so are the rewards. If these were the only stages available, it's safe to say that this event would have had the same pacing and difficulty problems that the prior co-op event, Echoid's Dream of Electric Sheep, had on its first day, with no challenge and no replayability at all until you unlocked the last few difficulties. That meant that the fun in the prior event was also time-gated. Kuro took this feedback, and Kuro listened. They listened hard, and each stage unlocked also comes with a nightmare mode, which basically takes a full hologram boss, their entire moveset, and gives them a special buff, like 50% damage reduction until they're staggered for the first time, or a massive shield once the boss reaches 50% health. And this nightmare game mode, it's legitimately hard, and even though the stages give no rewards other than random echoes and a small amount of credits, and don't contribute to your point total, they're so much fun that it's hard not to go back and play a few more rounds. This is because there's actual risk from the enemy attacks and rewards for skilled gameplay. This is because of how the game mode is designed, and with its implementation, Kuro might have to be crowned the kings of co-op. Once in a stage, players square off against against a boss until one side is wiped out. If a player gets knocked out, they're sent on a 10-second respawn timer, eventually spawning next to a teammate. If all 3 players get knocked out at the same time, the party is completely wiped. When bosses in the enhanced stages can quite literally one-shot you, this creates an insane amount of value for healers and shielders, while the design of the respawn system allows for the classic triple DPS teams to still get the job done, albeit with a lot more risk. But there's no way to deal damage if you're dead. It's an incredible design that plays incredibly well, and it's one of the most addictive features Kuro has added to the game. This game mode shines due to Wuthering Waves' combat mechanics, but the devs spiced up this game mode even further with the return of another feature from the past co-op event, the Echoids. When selecting a character, players will also select a unique Echoid skill that provides a wide array of different abilities and team buffs. The variety here is absolutely insane, with some Echoes providing a shield, others increasing ability damage and reducing cooldowns, while others provide damage reduction buffs, time stop, or even complete damage invulnerability. Depending on your character and your team lineup, there's an optimal Echo for every scenario, and a huge amount of the fun and replayability is experimenting to see what works best for your playstyle. And when it came to the implementation here, Kuro listened as well. Another critique from the past co-op event was the limited availability of Echoid skills in the earlier stages, with the majority of them locked until the last few days of the event. When a huge portion of the fun in this game mode is just trying out all the different combinations across characters and Echoids, that was again time gating the fun. While there is still time gating on the Echoid skills in the easier stages, the Nightmare stages have all of them available immediately from the very first one, and that means there is an insane amount of replayability and in turn an insane amount of fun, and all of it is unlocked on the first day of the event. Kuro has proven themselves at every single opportunity. They're a developer that actually listens and looks to improve their product, and they've made amazing progress with co-op in just a single patch cycle. At its core, this game mode is absolutely brilliant, and the amount of fulfillment it's given a lot of players warrants its addition as a permanent game mode. It gives well-invested players the opportunities to show off their insane echoes, weapons, or sequence nodes, or lets the sweatiest of friends lock in together to try and get the best clear times, or lets the most casual of them all lock in a healer like Shorekeeper or Verena and let others do the work. With how much damage the bosses do and how hungry DPS players are for intro skills, there's a role and purpose for every single character. That's fantastic design from fantastic developers, and it's likely the most fun many of us will have with the game, and when you can play it solo as well, it's a great addition for everybody. We can only hope it's added in some permanent way in the future. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Peace out.